All right, so I'm back. I thought YouTube disconnected me, but actually it was my internet data that was finished, so I had to reload. Yes. So we are still on the trauma, the Chronicles of Trauma. So where the life ended, I'm continuing from there. So I'm back. Yeah. hmm So we are midway through. We are midway through. We are talking about trauma. We are midway through. Yes. Hmm. So I'm back. Um, my internet data got finished, so I had to reload it. I had to reload the data. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody for joining, and those who have joined back. I appreciate you all. We are still on the trauma. So as I was saying, this trauma thing is basic. It's at the quantum, and it evolves in you. In fact, as I was saying, many people's trauma have become an addiction. Why? Because they didn't even realize that they were traumatized. The kind of conditioning and culture that you were given childhood has traumatized you to become that way. So that's why healing is very important in this spirituality, in this spiritual practical transformation. If you want your soul to transform, you have to find your traumas and heal. Are you getting it? You have to find your traumas and heal. You have to heal from them. So the childhood traumas, they are the ones that have been fed to now put you in this very state of narcissism. So as a parent, you are the consciousness of the child. Because as a parent, you are conscious, you have gained consciousness, you have to use that energy to guide the child. You don't traumatize the child. But what do we see now? So right now, everybody, 99.999, traumatized because it looks like we were all from this very matrix. And as I told you, there are many souls here that they are here to break and heal from a certain traumatic cycle that is being repeating every time. When you ascend with your soul. You ascend in your soul. You ascend in self. The only way out is inside. So you should ensure that the state of your soul is okay. Trauma puts the state of your soul in a low vibration, in a descending vibration. Are you getting it? In a descending vibration. In a descending vibration. Trauma. So right now it looks like every child, mostly being a woman, it looks like there is a kind of a sexual abuse. I said these children, when they are 5 years old, there are toxic men, some toxic men here who have been molesting these children. Because I said that children are pure and they are full of energy, they are innocent. So the narcissist is looking for the child. The narcissist is looking, that's why if you're a parent and you take your child to this so-called school education kind of programming, you are ushering your child into trauma, same as you were being done to. You can't bring a child or a soul and then hand the soul over to another entity when you are there. So that's why they go to the school and they pick up bad energies. They pick it in the church. You think church, you go and place your child in the Sunday school. Most of these Sunday school madams, they carry energies, they carry entities. They are manipulated by the same entity they are worshiping. That same entity that they are worshiping is manipulating them on the witchcraft level. And they are there teaching your kids. They traumatize them. Sometimes they see me when I was in this Sunday school. There was this particular Sunday school madam who used to beat me. Like the madam has taken it personal. Just because I wasn't able to mention something about Abraham, whom I don't even know. Stupidity. Who is Abraham? Abraham is not even in that very moment, that in my family there is no one like that. But I am being beaten because I couldn't tell the exact date of this. The way the woman beat me, it was very personal, traumatized. And then she will make the class bully me because I wasn't able to mention. It is now that my soul has confirmed to me that energy, you are a child, traumatized. She has seen you, so she has to traumatize you. So if you see a child, a young girl, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, asleep, and then a man goes there and puts their hands to molest and manipulate the child sexually and abuse the child, she'll tell you a lot. Because that's the same frequency. If a Sunday school madam traumatizes my body because I wasn't able to memorize something, if I am beaten in school because I wasn't able to read my books, if I am going to school fearing that there is a teacher that is going to beat me or something, it's trauma. That's the same frequency. So during your childhood, the matrix came to you to position you to pick a lot of trauma, so that when you are done in the childhood stage, nobody will tell you to run the rat race. You will run the rat race. Attachments are traced from trauma. If you want to deal with this thing called attachment, I had to learn this lesson. I had to learn this very lesson. If you want to deal with attachment, fix the trauma. It's trauma. Trauma, I told you that trauma means to be disconnected from soul. So your parents will traumatize you, vulnerability. So you grow with vulnerability. Even in your consciousness, you will still be vulnerable because there is something that has been instilled. So the very moment when we are seeing men or youth who have become very dark enough to take lives of people or to rob or to commit crimes a lot, should tell you that the manipulation began from childhood. When you go deep, you realize that the child was being bitterly treated, bitterly hated, did a lot of things was done to the child. The child, you see, traumas is designed to shift you from your heart into your mind. Trauma is what will take you away from your heart to your mind. Now, the difference between your heart and your mind is that now your mind is masculine, your heart is feminine. So you have to be in the space of your heart to control your mind. But right now, we are using the mind to control the heart. It's trauma, which will lead you into darkness. When the mind now begins to control the heart will be dark. The heart will be dark. The heart is feminine, so the heart will mimic the frequencies of the mind. It is in the mind that we make this thing called information, enlightenment. They are all in the mind. So information will affect. Information you are receiving is affecting your decisions. So that moment when your heart is subjected under your mind means that now your heart will now become masculine for the system. Because that's where your mind will begin to tell you that, hey, please, you have to be wicked. Yes. And in the matrix, it looks like to be wicked is good. To be evil is good. You don't know, eh? Because it's like things are coming to you. You have to build some ego to protect your assets or something. Because the more you are making the numbers, the more they are enemies. So that's why you see celebrities singing about enemies, singing about all these things, because they are traumatized. They are shifted into the matrix. Now, because of the trauma, they've not healed. And now they have ego. Ego comes in. So now, the person's trauma will now manifest in the area of this celebrityship. And then the trauma becomes their darkness. And what they fear will come to them. What they are running away from will come to them. That's why you have to heal. You have to face yourself. You have to face yourself. That's what we call the shadow work. Because they are inside you, that is eating you, that is making you a narcissist, that is making you blame people, that is making you want to become manipulative too. It has mixed with the root. So you have to carefully deal with it. So the traumas, they keep coming, and they keep piling up. As long as you remain in the you remain under the dominance of the matrix. It keeps coming. So that's why you have to choose religion. That's why if somebody comes to tell you that when you when you begin to pray, there are a lot of evil things that is coming into your life. The accident, people slept, they couldn't wake up. You have wake up, you have to give thanks to God. People people were traveling and they had accident, you didn't have accident, glory be to God. People are poor, they don't have money, but you have money, oh glory to God. People, can't you see? That's the vibration. So traumas are cunningly designed to put people in the delusion of religion, because I said trauma means disconnected from soul. Your ancestors who were not traumatized or who were not living in this matrix were not, they were powerful. That's what I want to tell you, because your trauma won't let you ascend. Your trauma won't let you ascend, and it's the matrix that is creating it. Because if the person gets accident, is that not trauma? Someone who gets an accident, is it not trauma? Is it not trauma? The person gets accident and maybe the person survives the trauma. So the person survives the incident, maybe a near death. So trauma means a near death experience. So a near death experience and you survived. So if you survive a near death experience, it leaves you traumatized. But you have to heal. You have to heal. You have to heal. You really have to work on the healing. And sometimes the healing will have to take time, because sometimes the impact of the trauma, it will have to take time. And sometimes how you have fed the trauma. Some people's trauma are nourished than them. Some people's trauma, it has become addiction to the point that it has now been nourished, and now they are malnourished because the trauma is draining them. Trauma is a zombie inside you, yoked with your childhood inside you. It is yoked with your childhood inside you. The inner child inside you is yoked. It has become one with trauma. So that's why dealing with it becomes very hard, because it's like mixing something with water. Now you've mixed the powder with water. So now to get the powder out of the water will become very hard. So dealing with your trauma or healing from trauma, it's not something easy. You have to undergo a certain transformation that is conscious. You will do energy work and you will stop feeding the trauma. Yes. So almost everybody is traumatized. And a lot of traumas are happening to the empath, to the old soul, to the karmic soul. As long as you choose to vibrate on the rhythms of the matrix, then you have a lot of traumas to deal with. As I'm talking to you now, somebody is coming to experience the trauma. More traumas are coming. So trauma. So when we look into your soul, we will see that every part of your soul is like it's hurt. It's hurt. Everywhere is bleeding. Trauma. So what is making religion thrive? The traumas of men. The traumas of men. But do you know what my trauma did to me? My trauma did the inverse. My trauma didn't push me into religion or anything. It rather pushed me into my soul. That is when it has to do with a soul that is on a mission. I said I'm on a mission. I am on a mission. So trauma was necessary. If trauma hadn't happened, I wouldn't break forth from the people pleasing. Trauma held me in my awakening. Though the impact was severe. I had a near-death experience, very traumatic, gory. I was attacked. In my past timeline, because you see, this life, you'd realize that there are some things that is already vibrating in your soul. That is like subconsciously. So listen to me very carefully. If you expose your child to movies, if you expose your child to many things, it's already in the soul. That moment when a child is watching a movie that is scary, that is full of fear, that is, creating a certain vibration of fear, you should realize that you are placing a reality in the soul of the child. You don't teach, you don't invest more for your child to know defense. Teach your child about how this world is working now. Teach the child about this narcissism. Consciously do that. Teach your child how to defend, how to protect. Because if I had these things, I am now seeing the necessity to have this thing called defense. So much religious. So much. And it was like there was a call in my soul that I wasn't paying attention to. But you see, whichever way, we are still here. But maybe it could have been that if I had become more responsible, this one you have no one to blame. If I had become more present, maybe I would be doing a lot by now. But because me too, I was someone who was very adventurous, I was asking questions, and the questions I was asking about godliness, this thing was outside nature. Godliness is seen in nature, but you are out there in the matrix trying to find godliness. They will give you another picture of the matrix that will keep you manipulated, and that's what I had. Religion will cripple you, will put you in vulnerability more, because the more you become vulnerable, yes, all in the name of this, no. Because me, I'm someone that my heart is very powerful. If I accept something, I attach my heart to it. So when I attach my heart to that thing, it doesn't no more even become a transaction to me. That's me. If I attach to something, we skip transactions. It no more becomes a business. You do it by heart. And that was how we were treating this religion thing. So for you, your trauma will be severe. And when the trauma happens, you should be the one to question things and come to know that no. This is not natural. There is a manipulation. Oh, there are many empaths in religion, many ancestral beings in religion. They are caught up there because the only way you can get the ancestor is to invite the ancestor into trauma. Because right now, So for religion, I was someone, so there was this feminine kind of approach. And trust me, it was draining. That thing be draining. No, religion thing is what will even push you more into the matrix. Hey, because listen, it's not a joke. When you are in this Christianity thing, that's why Christianity is open to modernization. Christianity is open to modernization. Why? Can't you see modernization is going with it? Everywhere is hijacked. In the Christianity, you see that it is opened up to modernization. So when you go to these new age churches or whatever, you realize that yes, you need to be in the matrix to have that life. There is a transaction. Money is a core thing. I'm talking about this new age. And if it's not that, then maybe let's say the traditional religion. So in the Christianity, we have some people that see this Christianity as very traditionalistic, orthodoxtic. They also have their frequency. Very occultic. So their ego is cemented and hardened there. So if you like go to the church and you don't have money, go to the church and you have nothing to offer the church, you will see. Now, when you go to the other religion, because I'm talking from my experience, I can be loud more on the Christian consciousness because I've been there. But you'd also realize that if you go to the Arabic countries, they are open to modernization too. In as much as they are trying to shield their religion from being modernized, they are embracing modernization. So the relevance that you need to have money, you need the money. So they will view this thing also as ritualistic. So it looks like the confirmations are in the material possessions, very toxic and masculine. Their nature, everyone, listen, how many people in religion consider this? See, when you come here, the churches, they do parties. And when they do parties, what do they serve there? Don't they serve processed toxic drinks? Don't they serve these low vibrational foods? Yes. They are not conscious of nature. They wear heavy shoes, modernized ones. They don't know. They are all in the workspace. They are all in the matrix working. It is the same doctors that go to the church. It is the same nurses that go to the church. It is the same teachers that go to the church. It is the same. It's one. It's one simulation. It's one simulation. Very organized and planned. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. So this thing, trauma, is something that is administered to you stages by stages by stages till now you have become concreted, and then you are set on to live the script, to run the rat race. So trauma is preparing the child for the rat race. Trauma is preparing the child for the rat race. So my personal experience, me closing from church and someone trying to attack and rob me in the matrix, in the city. If you are there, there are these kind of vices there. And normally you can't be in the city and maybe you are equipped or something, because this same police tries to make you vulnerable. Are you getting it? Because they created a system. So if you're a citizen when you are in the matrix, you can't defend yourself or have defensive things. So you walk just like that, vulnerable like that. And they intentionally open illegal spaces for people to own guns, to do evil. Let me tell you this thing. If I should tell you this matrix thing is planned though. If you see a criminal, or if you see someone who is killing or someone who is this, it's all parts. They are all parts. It's like, let me tell you. The same as you see, like seeing war, what is happening in Congo, what is happening in the Palestine and all these places. I'm sending them energy. It's something that has been created. It's the government that creates these things. The war, they create them. Are you getting it? Even this thing that they call illegal migration, it's intentionally created. So they are creating the legalities and the illegalities for the people. Do you understand? They create the illegalities and the legalities for you. So you are playing the script. So the matrix is intentionally manipulating people to go and do this evil. So then they create the legalities and the illegalities. All these prison systems, they are all part of the script. They know what they are doing to the people consciously and unconsciously. And they know that a child can pick a gun and commit a homicide to the parents. They are aware, they know it will be happening. So they've created legal systems for that, because they know that the kind of culture they have given the people in this simulation will bring all of these things. So the judges and the court systems are ready for it. It's a system, maritime. This very world is under maritime system, where it is using a marine influence to create the evil, to create the good. Everything systemized, planned, a script, a spell, a manipulation. So once you have decided to embrace the matrix, you will play it. So in you are not allowed, you see, maybe acquiring something defensive is hard, because trust me, you are an empath, but you want to protect your energy. You are an empath, you want to protect your energy. You are in the matrix where somebody don't know you from anywhere can just come and would want to attack you. You are in the matrix. But maybe if you were somewhere where you are on your own frequency system, you will be very responsible to learn a lot of defense for yourself, to have a family that is very defensive, to understand or to see the need to be defensive. You would see that. But the matrix doesn't make you defensive, because if they make you defensive, when they are coming at you, you can defend them. You can defend yourself and you might kill them. You might kill them. So they won't give you that thing. Because they are the ones creating the threat. So why should they give you defense? They will come in ways, in offensive ways that you won't understand. Did you have any defense for COVID-19? You were there and it came. And people just, you see, so they know that if they teach you to be defensive, then it means that you are going to, no, because, yeah, if people are understanding defense very well, you'd realize that everything will be fine. Are you getting it? Good. Defense. Very narcissistic. It's something that you shouldn't even be more conscious about. Defense is something that you shouldn't even be more conscious about. But right now, it is something that you have to be conscious about. Because the matrix is creating that thing. So when you are traumatized, you become vulnerable. Vulnerable. So imagine a child that during 5 years, 6 years, when she was asleep or when she is asleep, a man or a toxic man will come and put his hands under the child, trying to molest the child, sending vibrations to the subconscious dimension of the child. So the child will grow up, and when the child is craving for sex, like the child can see, the child will grow up, the child will enter into a relationship, the child will become addicted to sex, to a point that the child has become attached. You see? So if you are there and you are having some weird and strange sexual addictions, which is weird, which means that that thing is draining your energy. When you realize that it's like you need to consume much of your sexual energy to be okay, it means that there is a problem, especially for the woman. I posted a video about sex. That moment when it's like you feel that it's like the men should, some women, it's like they want men to consume them sexually. They need it, and it should last long for them. You see how they give energies away? For such a person to be consumed, they subconsciously even like it to be consumed. So I see that. I see numerous sexual sex and I don't know, and longer time consuming sex is not an achievement. That's not the natural mechanisms of us should like. That's not it. You see, this sex thing is sacred. It's sacred. It should be something really understood, something responsible, and something timely if you want to have an experience. So me, when you come to me, I don't say that by force, stop having sex, don't have. No, I don't. No. Nah, why would no? I don't say that. I don't do that. It's pleasure. There's a pleasure. Some people don't connect with that. And it's good, powerful, because if you don't give your energy away and it's with you, it flourishes you. And our sacral chakra is the chakra that bears the greatest energy, because that has to do with life force and life formation. So it's a part that you don't play with. So it is either you are treating the energy responsibly, so you don't just give yourself away like that, especially if you're a woman. I'm telling you, you don't just give yourself away like that too. Today there are some women, it's like they have to experience many. They go here, they go here, they take, they eat here, they take, they go here, they take, they get here, they take, they go here, they take. Then they are receiving entities upon entities. They are receiving. They go here, they take, they go here, they take, they go, their energies. So the person will never have tranquility. The person won't have peace. A lot of energies are working. The person is consumed. The person is consumed. And most of them are not aware. And some are even supplying more energy. So they are just there. A certain woman who said something, said, if you have to last like hours on me, you have to like give it to me, give it to me, tear my body, listen, don't. And I was like, yes, that's trauma. The person's trauma, the person is not healed though, the person is bearing the trauma. And now this is how the person can express it. Very disconnected. So he said, yes, do it. The person doesn't love the self, the person doesn't love the body. So such a person can commit suicide. If you see anybody talking like that, it means the person can commit suicide. Subconsciously, they love you to give them pain, send them pain. Send it to them. Let me feel it for longer. Then you see when they are done, because energy gone. So now the cells have to now be like, okay, she's asleep, so let's use this opportunity to charge her a little. Maybe that's how she wants. That's how she wants her life to be. So let's see. And you know, there are a lot of things that you do on your body that you may think that maybe you are having a certain pleasure or fun, but remember, you are working with entities. Okay, your body is an entity, and your body too is an energy. So the more you keep on putting yourself in a frequency of being drained, the more you subject your body not to help you perform more. So your cells that are keeping your body would not want to come again when they die. You see, I don't want to use death, but when your cells are done with the work, they have to ascend to be coming back more. Listen, when we say ascension, it's cellular. It's a cellular experience. That's why I am telling you that food is important too. Food is an information. For you to ascend, you need to be at peace with yourselves. You have to see inside the conditions of them. Do a lot of energy work. So that when they are done at a certain point, they can ascend and come again for you to continue the work, because yes, you are treating them good. You are not giving them many tasks. You don't give them work. So a woman that is every day consumed sexually will attract a lot of burden on the cells. The entities that are responsible at the sacral area, they'll be so much consumed. So the trauma is real. People should qualify for your energy. People should, I don't care the energy, but I think people should qualify for your energy. They should qualify for. And how do you see the qualification? It's up to you to see it. Because I hold on to the fact that we should have a world that is balanced in negotiation. There should be an agreement. There should be an understanding. Right? There should be a respect. So when respect is being considered, that's it. You are in a world where you are being disrespected. If somebody comes into your boundary just like that, or doesn't recognize your boundary, it's disrespect, and we have it. Some people are under narcissistic spell because what happened? They have created karmas. Some people are not at peace now. There are some people right now, it's like there is an eye that is watching them because they had a narcissistic contract in a form of relationship. Now the man is monitoring, even right now as they are no more. The person is still monitored. The person is still monitoring the person. And there are some women right now, they are not feeling safe. Yes, because of a certain relationship they entered. The person was severely narcissistic, traumatized man who is not ready to heal, but wants power. So there are some women, they are not at peace because there's a certain contract. They followed a certain thing. Pleasure. Some followed pleasure. Some followed pleasure. A certain sexual pleasure. A certain financial pleasure. Then they entered into the spell of the narcissistic person. So right now, even now, they are being monitored virtually on the AI, monitored. Every activity on the AI that the person is doing is being monitored. Share. Me, dear, at this point of my life, that have seen narcissism. Me myself, I'm dealing with that entity. It's the entity that I came here to hold the entity in your mind and throw that entity away for you to see. So right now, you see that entity will be exposed. All this Yahweh consciousness thing, spell, people will be breaking free. There will be a lot of redemption. People are breaking free. Churches will become empty. You mark it. They've started becoming empty. Religious grounds empty. People will not turn up. Why? Because the narcissism is exposed. That's what I'm dealing with. So me, I don't even have time for the people who are like somebody is. If you try to, if you don't respect my boundary, I will put you in a spell straight up. I will call forth all energies. And those things, I like to do them mostly at the seaside. The marine influence, very powerful. I just have to align with the energy and place the spell, and it's beautiful. I will do it. It's a soul's my state. I'm using my soul to do that. It's a soul thing. Alignment of the soul. As long as you drink water. Because there's a lot of things we are dealing with. And this is the time. So make sure you are not respecting someone's boundary or something. The person says, "Oh, I am not interested." That's it. But it doesn't end there. You are no more with the person, but you are not respecting the person's boundaries still looking into the person. You are not with the person, but you are still following the person. Why? If I meet you in the astral, I will slap you. Why? I'll slap you. Why? I'm your judgment. Why? So the narcissist is promoting his or her childhood thing. Are you getting it? So every narcissist acts like a child. Are you getting it? They can be very possessive. They can enchant you. They can try to complain. And there is a dependence. But you know one thing, the other side too that we don't talk about is that this narcissistic thing is mutual. It's mutual. Sometimes a traumatized person will put more trauma on somebody to give the person that reason to be narcissist. That one too, we have to. So that's why it all comes back to healing from our traumas. Because right now, there are some things that are turning other party into a narcissist. So now the person becomes a narcissist, and now the person affect is zombieism. So actually, It is a trauma that made one a narcissist. When the person went through a trauma, so imagine someone whose heart is broken anytime in a relationship. The person is suffering heartbreak. It's like the partner is always sending a vibration that be a narcissist to me. Because right now, it looks like the women are demanding narcissism. It's like they are placing more of orders. Most of the women, they are placing narcissistic orders, and they are coming into their life to traumatize them. And they act surprised. Sometimes it's serious. They invite the narcissist to come and traumatize them, and they act surprised. So you could do this to me, but you knew it. From the very time beginning, you realize the vibration. You realize that no, you were seeing signs, but you were not taking note of the signs. You invite, you attract it, the thing comes to traumatize you, and you act surprised that why should this thing happen to me? I'm an empath. Why should this? But you were aware. There was awareness. There was consciousness. Spirituality moves with consciousness. That moment when you say consciousness, how do you understand? It means that the signs are there. But I don't know if psychologists are affected, because sometimes I think that sometimes it's like, you see, we are in a world where people see signs, but they still get the accident. No. There are signs that if people were observing by the roadside, there wouldn't be many accidents. But however, there are still accidents because they didn't see signs. Or they have seen the sign, but they have decided not to be mentally responsible. So it looks like it's like sometimes even the spiritual person knows the sign, but it's like the person, well, maybe I shouldn't put it that way too. It's like right now there is enough consciousness, but still we are inviting it. So most empaths have become narcissists. So narcissists, most of these narcissists were formerly empaths. And trust me, that's the truth. The heart forms first before the mind. The heart forms first before the mind. Narcissism is in the mind, not in the heart. When you are talking about the heart, you are talking about vibration. You are talking about love. You are talking about fifth dimension. You are talking about femininity. But the mind is masculine, so that's where narcissism lives. So that moment when you want to play, you always want to be the person that is scoring more points, right? Yeah, you always want to be 3 points, 6 points ahead, 7 points, 10 points ahead, so that you be that person. Yes, you are. Then you use that opportunity to manipulate, right? So you have to consciously do the work. You have to consciously do the work. Realize that you are traumatized. Sometimes your soul uses astral experiences, what they call dream. If you dream and it's like you are being sexually attacked, then you should know. Are you getting it? So take it like I'm doing reading for you. Somebody is watching me. The person dreams much being sexually attacked. It means that childhood, when you were 5-6 years, there was something that was molesting you that moment. So you have to break free. So your soul is giving you the videos that, hey, check, or else it will come to you. It will keep coming to you because it happened in your subconsciousness, but your nature is, your soul is showing it to you. You are getting it. So when you start doing energy work, you realize that those dreams will now, you won't be seeing them. You won't be seeing them. So it means that, oh, you dream and you are sexually attacked. It keeps happening. It keeps happening. You are someone that is not even that all going sexually or something kind of. But you keep having it. You don't have sexual experiences. You are not someone that you have sex, yes, but you keep subconsciously there was something that happened, and it is subconsciously also affecting you. So you realize that some people become more attached through this sexual thing. And sometimes too, it looks like you were aware. It's like it's in your mind. You remember the experience, but not really clear. The dreams can come in to make the picture very vivid for you. Are you getting it? Sometimes maybe it will happen in your 10 years, 11 years. So that moment maybe it could be like you were manipulated or but it will still, be sending. Trauma. School trauma. A lot of things has happened there. So then they take them to the colleges, boarding colleges, senior high school. Then they give them the financial trauma. So the financial trauma happens when they take them to the colleges and the senior high school and the university. So that place you are learning and a whole lot. Now it's like no money is coming. You see, there's no money, so you have to find it. And a woman, so in the SHS colleges, you realize that now women will begin to see the need of having a man for financial compliments and a whole lot. Financial trauma. Because during that time, the parents will not send money and the child will be in the school. The child has to now depend on to get enough money. Because the child is placed in the school, the child has to survive. The child has to survive. So that's where the slave queens are made, in the secondary schools. Financial trauma. The person's godliness has been exchanged to money. So now the person is all about that. And once it's a patriarchy system, it looks like consciously and subconsciously, the men will surely be the trophy. So you'll be chasing them for the money. You'll be dependent on them for the money. You depend on them. That's why the boss wants to sleep with you. You don't want to lose your job. Ego. And you went for it. Right? And the boss had it with you. Because you want to protect your job. And more trauma happened to you. Now, addiction. Addiction. You were able to ride the bus like a bicycle. You ride the bus like a bicycle and now you've protected your job. because it's all for survival. So you can ride bicycle, ride bus bicycle. Because you have been traumatized childhood, so you don't even mind. Do you know what trauma does to you? It tampers with your integrity. It tampers with your integrity. So there are some people, they are powerful. In fact, they will be able to become powerful, or they are even, you see, the person is potentially bigger than even the company. Sometimes they don't even know that they are even, when they shift into their femininity or when they shift into their heart, they will come and realize that they are even bigger than the company. They are the ones even making the company thrive. But because of a position, you cheapen it. Because you can't say that no, then I better lose my job. Like when I said no, I am leaving the city because I'm tired. What can come can come. I shifted. I said, I've left the city matrix. I'm out. I'm out. Take your things. Take your formats. Take your blueprints. I don't need them. Right now, I've developed a deep connection with the Divine Mother, and I've seen the need to do a lot. If I had not escaped all these things, would I be able to download? If I had not escaped, would I have been able to download much knowledge and information to guide me practically and also to help people find their soul path? Confirm a lot of truth. Me, I'm not here to show you anything new. I'm here to confirm the very things that has been vibrating in your soul way before time. I am here to confirm them, to press on them again. Reset. So the trauma has tampered with integrity. So right now you can't ascend to godliness because you have consumed your energy much in the trauma. You've consumed your sexual energy because of trauma. You are not coming to realize that for you to be someone who is craving for longer sexual drive and the whole lot. And right now, you see how the matrix is now using these kind of doctors and those kind of people to create more consciousness of longer sex as health. Can't you see that they make it look like if you can, you should naturally go for many hours, which shouldn't be like that. You should naturally have sex for many hours. So like 40 minutes, 1 hour, it's like you should be doing it like that. So it is now built in men. So now there are doctors who are saying this. So men, because of ego, they just want to get that, yes, on the woman. They want to do that. So they just want to, I want to. So then they will be what? So the system will give you medications. That will be like, use it to last so that you will please this very woman. You use it more to put the woman in a spell, because right now it's like the genetics that is vibrating in most women is making it appear to be like the woman can stay with you if you give her good sex. So that is the vibration that women are sending to the men. So they are, because of ego, they are depending on a lot of things. And even sometimes strong plants, strong herbs, masculine herbs. We have masculine herbs. You see, we have feminine herbs and masculine herbs. The feminine herbs are more dietary, but the masculine herbs are more for treating something in the body that is critical. Are you getting it? Maybe because of your dietary negligence, you were eating so much processed foods, and now maybe you've developed something. Are you getting it? So right now, you have to now start depending on the masculine herbs, which will now, you have to drink it very bitter. So that bitter is the karma that you have allowed something. So that's why you are feeling something. So in the ancient, these herbs, these herbal doctors and all these powerful ancestral herbal doctors, they were using their eyes to scan problems. That because you are on this kind of lifestyle, there is a lot of manifestation. So they see and they give you. So right now you see that people are now chasing after strong herbs because of the negligence in the food. But it shouldn't be so. There should be, even if there should be a sexual frequency, there should be a frequency that at the end you didn't get drained. Are you getting it? So for the man, sometimes semen retention can help, so that you have it and not get drained. So that's why the idea of semen retention comes in, and the more you keep that energy to, the more it makes you powerful, because it's all energy. That's going to help you heal. So it shouldn't be something that it's like many, and then many hours, many rounds. You just go 3 rounds, say I want 5 rounds, which means that it's like you are it's a vibration. 5 rounds, go, give me more, short time, short time, so energy is consumed, but the person is not even seeing trauma. It's trauma. Look at you use the animals as case of study. When they are having that thing, you'd realize that it's not something that they are really taking much time. Even them, something that they are not even taking. So ask yourself, why? Because the longer, where attention goes, energy flows. So the more you give it, you are consuming. So it's ego. So a woman that talks like that has become very masculine, which means that, and most of those women, they are overwhelmed with masculine marine entities. They are masculine marine entities that takes hold of some women because of maybe some trauma or a certain frequency they are creating. Masculine, marine, manipulating. So that's where some women, they tend to have some relationship, and it's like they are done with the relationship, but still there is a subconscious thing that is trying to take them. It's like back. It's like they are being pulled, even in dreams, or even in, it's like inwardly. It's like the guy is still calling them by soul, because yes, the person has to break from that spell. And all these things, you'll be able to come out of it when you begin to become present and go inside yourself. You need to begin to embrace the very truth that your higher self has been telling you. You have to really need to see how you can impact yourself and others. You need to begin to develop a certain skill. You need to become you need to switch into your creativity frequency, making sure that you are creating something that is solving a problem for self and for the collective. When you begin to realize how traumatized you are, then that's the beginning of your healing. So for me, my physical trauma was very severe. After the attack, in my escape, I fell from a height. A near-death experience. I almost died, but I escaped. That was the beginning of my awakening. So after I went into that unconsciousness, that near-death experience, and I was like, no, I have to. No, it's an illusion. So that's what happened to me. So in that unconsciousness, I was like, no, that is not it. I have to wake up. And I woke up. That's the subconscious frequency, very powerful. Are you getting it? So then I just had to. I went into the hospital consciousness a lot of things. So the trauma, the experience, very, very serious. So after I had been to this hospital, to this here and there, now things had become so clear, because that was the moment I also entered into my dark night. So after the trauma, I went into a certain dark night. I started becoming very more conscious. That was leading me to my awakening. The truth started coming to me. Some I didn't really get a picture. I needed clarity. And because the matrix was very disturbing to me, after the traumatic incident and when I recovered, now I begin to fancy solitude, because in that trauma, when I was in the hospital in a lot of pain, it was me to myself. The pain was me to myself. And it got to a point, it was only me to myself, because nobody is coming to be around you forever. And for someone like me, that my leg has been broken and a whole lot of cast is administered, a lot of injuries that is happening to me facially and a whole lot, hey, you have to. So I had to get up from the wheelchair myself. I have to get out from the crutches myself and continue. But after that, me in my dark night, the matrix was still holding me to still serve. So it was coming in many energies. So one, because I was vibrating on a religious consciousness that this traumatic incident happened to me. Now religion was not coming back to me, which is part of the matrix, to tell me that, oh, you have been saved. Oh, God has saved you. This is the time for you to do this work for God more. Do it, don't stop. So you realize that people were coming in, the agents, they were coming. The entity sent them, come, go and tell the guy that I am the one that has, done a lot. So please don't stop. Go and talk about, my higher self was telling me that, I was like, so these people, they are sent. So sometimes subconsciously, I try to look for job, trying to work, and you realize that workers are subconsciously sending something to you. Bosses are subconsciously sending something to you. All these things that were meant to keep me down was putting me on a frequency of observation. And I was like, no, even in this situation, I don't fit in. I don't see myself fitting in. I have to come out to myself and become present. But when it happens like that, what am I going to eat? When the decision came for me to leave the city, me getting sacked from job because, yes, I was traumatized. And traumas were really, I was facing a lot with the trauma. And in the workspace, I also had to consider that no, it is because of many traumas that is making me also be this kind of masculine, maybe this. So I need to come out of all these things and face myself. And I went into more dark night, severe one, where no one, I was like, the frequency was like I was in an eggshell. It's like I was buried. I went into burial. Covered in the earth. But when you are covered in the earth, it's two things. Either you are decaying or you are decaying to decay, or you are bursting out as a tree in the light. Hey! Hunger. And there was a lot of intimate connection. I have a lot in nature. Seeing more of is whenever I look at the vibrations of nature, it sends a lot of things into my soul. Come on. So when I changed my location from the city into a place that is dense in nature, I felt very good from there. Though I wasn't having anything, I was good. Though I am not. It's like beautiful. It's so. It's like for you to be hearing sounds and things. It was like, but you are waking up the next day and being like, what am I going to eat? Because, so the desire to connect with nature and live in nature becomes steadily. So now, during that moment, a lot of things came to me, and now I had to begin to speak my own truth. I was like, nah, I have a truth. There is this truth. It started naturally coming. Talking to people, telling people, because I'm someone that had an experience. The traumatic incident serious. So me, even at the hospital, the injections just to numb pains, and I know all these injections, they leave a lot of toxicity and effect inside your body. Just to numb pains, a whole lot, because the thing is all matrix. So as you are screaming in the hospital, yes, that's how the reptilians are feeding from. So pain, torture, it's like this. You hear some information and it will make you scared a whole lot. So a lot has happened though. And that moment too, I realized that in my whole life, I have seen more reality and genuine vibration with strangers than friends. I am not that person who finds much like something like, hey, you see, there is this saying that it's like in this life, it's about who you know, it's about the people, it's about your circles. Me, trust me, even if I get circles of this, of that, of this. There is not going to be like a circle is coming to empower you or anything. Me, I am not people. No, my help has never come from people that I really know. It has come from people that I didn't know from anywhere, and they just came like this, like this, like this, like this. Come on. People are really like close. No, that person will rather become let's say a speaker in you see, people that they can really show a certain physical something support, but that the person becomes a motivational speaker kind of. Oh, you see, the person begins to judge you. Narcissism. That moment when if that person is really on there, okay, now the person begins to judge you. You get that thing, now the person begins to judge you. Hey, you are not serious. You see that thing, you start begin to, hey. But you there, at least, if you want to even say that thing to such a person, make sure that you have placed the person on a certain ground that you can now tell the person that thing. But the person is going through it, and you have come to stand there and you are fooling there. That's the kind of vibration that you were having. So for the person sees you as a competition. Every friendship or every close friendship you build, you are maybe seen as something, I don't know, and it's something that is happening to empaths. That's why, so empath, I don't know if it's sometimes empaths can be more karmic souls too, I don't know, because it's like they attract the narcissistic people. I don't know, but I don't know, maybe there should be more research on there. Sometimes I don't want to say something that has not get here, but maybe I should be entering into the astral to ask more questions from the ancestors, more of the ancestors to ask that so is it like empaths should it's like they are to attract a narcissist? It's like, or it's part, no, it's part of the journey, so that, because an empath that is distracted by the matrix will attract a narcissist. That's it. If you listen, if you get distracted by the matrix, you attract a narcissist, because it means that you are in the matrix, so they see you clearly. An empath is transparent and pure, and the person's heart is still working, not disconnected. So the person can go extra miles and a whole lot, and the person doesn't feel anything. All what the person wants is a certain kind of, respect and negotiation or something. You have to see them. It's good when you see them, you make them, you help them become themselves more. You help them find some. You see, for an empath, you have to be someone that should be very conscious. That's beautiful. But rather, the matrix will spot you transparent, and they'll come and they'll suck you. Then you are traumatized. They will suck you. Your energy drained. The matrix is draining through work. Work. Relationship, marriage, this, that, church, religion, here, there. They are all one. They are all taking marriage. You didn't transform yourself, and you manifested a child. You brought forth a child. The children too will, because you didn't know anything about birth. You were not ready. You didn't transform yourself. You go by the frequency of multiply. So you just had the sex and you gave birth. So right now it looks like, hey, right now I have a child though, so I have to become responsible. No. So you are not healed. So they will come and they will come at you, they will drain you. Marriage will drain you. Relationship, church, religion, politics, media, pharmaceutical, food, social media, your work. Oh. So you will be playing the script of these departments till you are 60 years. Because anytime your body is placed in all these states, your cells do not want to come back again. So that's where your cells will fail to regenerate, and then you will start becoming, you start being in a frequency where you are slowly going down. Because the matrix, instead of you to see this life as a present moment to enjoy, you are placed in the unknown. I need to, what if this thing happens? What if this thing happens? Some people are debunking solitude because they feel that if they embrace this solitude thing their soul has been telling them, they may need help and nobody will help them. But they don't know that when they switch into the solitude, that is where they will find genuine help. That is where they will see themselves, they will see the darkness, and they will face the darkness. You don't have to run away from darkness. You have to face darkness and understand that darkness is part of the dimension, and you can't take darkness away. You have to embrace darkness. Darkness is strength. Darkness is power. You need light, enlightenment to be and understand and operate in darkness, because everything is running in darkness. Everything is on the frequency of darkness. So that's why religion is telling you this truth, that light came out of darkness. Yes, because the melanated being is a being of darkness, strength and power, the symbolism of power. So that's why it's like your color represents a frequency of that. Your color is bearing a frequency of that. You are what the narcissist fear. So as a man who has been traumatized, you have to heal and then become better and seek to protect the woman, because that is your role. Divine masculine is very physical. People don't know that the mechanisms of the divine masculine is very physical. You have to physically be there. You have to physically connect with nature so that you will achieve that divinity. You have to be overwhelmed in nature. That's where you will not see the need to molest or to take advantage of vulnerable people, to take advantage of women. When you see them vulnerable, you want to take advantage. No. Your divinity is in the fact that you have disciplined yourself enough to realize that the woman is not something to be taken advantage of, or it's not an entity to be taken advantage of, but an entity to be acknowledged and seen as a being of godliness. And you should find yourself very needful as a man on this earth. You should do a lot. You should plant. You should create a lot of technical things that is not affecting nature. You should be doing that, a lot of things like that will create a certain natural comfort for the woman to be more in herself. That's the physique, that's the physical life. Are you getting it? The physical. Because that's what masculine represents. You don't see nature and you want to take advantage. You see river and you're like, I want to buy the river. Yes. And then use it to mine gold. You see? $2 billion. Yes. I buy it. That's my river. Then the person names the river after himself. You see, ego. You such a person. Do you know your end? Do you know your end? It's coming. It will shock you. I am telling you this very truth that some people, even when they are in their casket, nature will visit them. They will feel pain still there in their soul. They will feel it. The heat. They will feel it. Because they've done a lot to the earth. They are not heart beings to even realize and become conscious. Are you getting it? So, divine masculine is a powerful thing. You have to transform yourself, transform your mind, transform your soul, and become responsible. As a man, if you qualify to get a child, you should be the one to raise the child. You don't leave the child and go to work. That's something the matrix has taught you, so that the matrix has placed you in a working force, so that they will now get you distracted and take your child. So there you see, when you go to this normal family home, their children are taken, but they don't know. Their children are just with them by presence, but their soul is taken by the matrix. The government has taken their soul. The child is with you in the house, but the soul of the child belongs to the government. Because you have taken the child to church, you have taken the child to school, you have taken the child to a frequency that will keep him in a culture of an alien. That Morissette person, I don't know if you're a woman. If you're a woman, then you really have to be present, okay? Because I don't like you. I don't know, but I don't like you, right? I don't like your energy too, okay? You are very disrespectful, and I don't want to, be rude to you, okay? I keep telling people that this place is not a place where I said we have forever. It's not a place where it's like you are for. It's like, look, I said when you come and you watch and it doesn't resonate with you, I said we are all sticking to our truth. We are all speaking our truth, right? So please, you have to be respectful, right? It's very important. If you are real, if you're a real person, if your heart chakra is working, respect yourself before you face the things you fear. You have to respect. All these things are parts, right? It's important. Because me, one thing I tell people is, I am that person that you won't see me at least going, if I don't agree with something, I'll be going and be talking about it too. It's draining of energy, because me, whatever you say, it doesn't get me. Trust me. This thing, I've been telling people that it's not like we don't know what we are doing. We know, we are aware, I'm conscious of whatever I'm doing here. Okay, it's a soul contract. There is nothing you can do or say. right? You can never do anything to change this truth, and we keep experiencing more. If you like insult me, if you like say I'm this, I'm that, I'll read it, I'll see it, but it won't do anything because we are doing the work. It's serious. Are you getting it? Because if most of the people are not able to see life from the way we are presenting for them to go into their soul, it will become a problem. Are you getting it? It will become a problem. So we are serious. We are not here for, we are not doing enemy thing or whatever. Me, I'm a full God of the waves. Okay? And I acknowledge the divine feminine so much. I know there are many people that are not really operating in this femininity, but anyone who has been an empath is somebody whose heart is still trying to be active in these cold times. An empath's heart is still activated in these very cold times. That's how powerful an empath is. So that's why they go through trauma and they have survived. That's an empath, very strong inside. The person may appear vulnerable outside because of this and that, but the person is strong inside. That's why any narcissist that is on an empath will face a lot of realities that he or she would not want to see. That moment when you want to take advantage, because anything after the person comes to realize her truth or his truth, and the person begins to get emotional, it will send energy back to you, and it's very serious. People don't know there are energies here. Nature is an energy, and there are energies here. If somebody is going to the riverside to cry, or if that person has come to realize that the energy was being drained, and that person decides to maybe use something of hers, like menstrual flow, to call back power, to call back the energy, do you know what will happen? Nothing can save you. Don't fool and be stupid and be there and be like, oh, God has forgiven me. Don't be stupid. You have to be responsible. You don't go and mess things up and then you come and then you say you are hiding behind religion. The darkness will come to you. Esum na beba oho, esum no ye den. So why you so bedding kwase ade a esum beba oho. If you are fooling, or if you are just doing, or just not trying as much as possible to help yourself, darkness will visit you. The only way you can find strength in darkness is when you become responsible. But you'd realize that it is even the people that are transforming themselves, they are the people that are labeled evil, devil, like these people. Sometimes when I go to the town to buy something, sometimes there's a certain discrimination. It's like they are like, don't even come and socialize with me. You look like a fetish priest. It's like right now, you see, if you are here and you wear this thing, it's very natural. It's something very powerful. If you wear them, it's like you are tagged a priest. It's like you are a comfort or something. Or sometimes maybe they see you as, maybe, I don't know. Or sometimes if you have locked your hair, they will see you as a rascal. But the people that are creating evil, and the people that are agents of this matrix, they are the ones that are creating this evil. You ban marijuana, but you promote sugar. You ban marijuana, I mean organic, I mean the one that is from nature. You ban it like illegal, something that has awakening elements, something that has the capacity to awaken the soul. It's banned, but sugar is promoted. Processed foods are being promoted. Processed foods are okay. Why do you think it's happening like that? Healthy foods are not promoted. There are no healthy foods in the market now. And now if you need a healthy food, then you have to now plant it your own. There's a whole lot of things. So if you come and you are doing that, sometimes I don't know what I should tell you. You are wasting your time too, and you are also boosting the algorithm. when you comment more with these things, you are boosting the algorithm. I have not done you anything. I've not done you anything. What have I done to you? I'm talking my truth. Please be very careful. Be very careful. All right. So I appreciate everybody. I'm halfway through. I'm getting to the end of the whole thing. Yes. So we talked about trauma. So trauma is something that it has already become one with your soul. Okay. So you have to do a lot of work, healing. You have to heal that inner child. The child inside you is traumatized. So you have to heal. You have to heal the child. How do you heal the child? How do you heal the child? That's actually you. Healing the child is actually you. You are healing yourself. So I mean, how do you heal yourself? Begin to embrace the naturality. Embrace naturality. The naturality in your soul. Embrace it. Begin to see that a lot of things that you have held on to, they are unnatural. It's practical. Are you getting it? You are freeing your own soul. You are freeing your own soul. Anything that is coming to make you become present, to always check yourself, embrace it. You have to develop a conscious, positive affirmation because you know your truth. You know who you are. Sometimes you would have to look back into certain things, though you are traumatized, but you still do them and you do them well. There are some people, they can sing and sing it well. They can really sing. They can sing. And it's powerful. Begin to enjoy this thing, because anyone who sings is carrying seed dimensional elements. And it means you are very ancestral. Begin to celebrate your art. Embrace it. It's natural. Sometimes your solitude in this very nature can affect a lot. Creativity. You can cook nicely. Cook. That is very important. Anything that is making you feel good in your soul, pay attention to that. You can create an art. You have to begin to see spirituality as a very important thing. You have to love yourself. Send love to yourself. Everything you have to put yourself into consideration. Because the more the trauma, it means the more the energy, which means that you are powerful. Align with nature. I like this one. Cry if you need to cry. I like that. At a certain point, you may be broken. Cry. Cry. Yes, your heart is broken. Cry. Cry. Pay attention to the vibrations and become responsible. There are many of you that your healing will happen very quick when you develop the solitude. When you begin to consecrate yourself, come out of the people, come out of the system. Go to the village somewhere. Get a land, start farming. Begin to accept the simplicities. Start doing that. Like simplicities, the simplicities of life that it's like people are neglecting and they are on a rat race. Now begin to go back. Strip yourself off. Yeah? Are you getting it? Trauma. The traumas, some people's trauma has become like a timber inside them. So now it's eating them. But no matter the timber, it can be taken out of the earth when it is done. You cut the timber, you cut the roots. Some of the roots are running deep, you will cut them. It will be painful. Yeah, there is pain. There is pain because, yes, the impact is deep. So to uproot them, there will be a lot of impact. But yes, you have to understand that spirituality is practical. You have to develop a routine and be practical. If you want the results, put in more work in it. Put more work. Value the things in your soul that is telling you to do, that is making you feel okay or feel good. Value them. Are you getting it? Value them. Love yourself. Pay attention to yourself. Consider yourself. Take this meditation thing very serious and make sure that thing that is vibrating inwardly inside you to connect with nature, you are paying attention to it. And that skill, that potential, that natural talent inside you, you have to start doing it. If you can use the AI, yes, use the AI energy to promote your work. That one is there. You can use it. Despite that the AI is not promising. So you should know that it's just a dimension that you are putting something there. Maybe at a certain point in your survival, you may need something. So it's part. It's your own creativity. You can monetize your own creativity if you want. But you have to be from your soul. You have to heal and find self. That will help you more into creativity and become who you have to become. So if you can do this, you can bring out this, you can do this. Take your time on a certain natural path. Go on that path. You will encounter the divine mother, begin to eat or begin to create. So this thing has helped me. So if I hadn't come out of the matrix into a place where I can find my solitude, I would have been so much in the trauma. Because it was so much serious. That moment when now people are seeing you, hey, you have changed though. Hey, it's like right now, you see that thing? It can be very depressing. So I had to come out of that illusion because it's a projection of their state. Sometimes they will be sending a lot of religious vibration. Hey, oh God, thank God, oh yeah, you are very stupid. Don't fool. I had to come out and transform self, put myself first, and begin to consider myself. And right now, I'm on a beautiful journey. I'm just trying to send some motivation, if how I can put it. You see, so on the journey. So right now, I am still in the moment of manifestations. I'm transforming a lot of things. I'm doing a lot of work. There's a lot of rituals, a lot of incantations, a lot of things are going on to help in a lot of manifestations, because yes, transformation doesn't end, and every dimension you have to come to realize a lot of reality. Pay attention. So I'm on the path and the journey. It's nice, it's good. I am not in a hurry, and I'm not listening to I am not listening to anybody. I am not listening to I'm not looking at anybody. I'm listening to my higher self. So this is how I've been able to transform. And I'm someone that I have a powerful truth. So I'm also using that energy. And that's why I'm able to communicate on this platform too. So whether AI or no AI, that's why we have to be hungry. Hey, see, listen, hunger, it will come. If you fear hunger, hunger will come. In dark night, it means that what you fear has come to you. You are afraid of going hungry one day when your money is no more. Sometimes you are afraid that, hey, what if I get poor and I get hungry and then my girlfriend leaves me and then I am nobody, and then how will people see me? You see, that is what will take you into your dark night, because you are a soul on a mission. But look at where you are. You are pleasing the system. When we say awakening, is same as madness. It means that you are mad. So me like this right now, I am not straight in your perspective. I am not straight. Yes, that's why some people say that, oh, this guy is not correct. Are you okay? Sometimes you see some people who are calling you from your own timeline to ask you, are you okay? You are very stupid. Sometimes I don't want to say anything, but you are very stupid. I should be asking you that are you okay? Because me, right now, I'm living in my soul contract. I found myself, my purpose, and where I'm heading to. What about you? Think about yourself. So, traumas, they do heal. Just as a wound will naturally heal, but there are some things you can do to the wound that will make it heal faster, or there are some things that you do to the wound that will make it heal slower. When you don't become, have you realized that there are some places that when you get a wound, if you don't become present, that place will keep creating more wounds because you are not present. The thing will keep scratching on some things. So trauma, until you become present, you cannot begin to heal traumas. You have to become present and realize that these are the things that are draining my energy. These are the traumatic things that are draining my energy. These are traumas. They are draining my energy. They are taking a lot from me. Because if you don't heal your trauma, no matter how you run away, it will put you in dark night consistently. You will see dark night. Some people are running away from dark night. That's why they are in religion. You see, they are in religion. So they are like, yes, there is a savior who will save you, who will give you a place where you walk on the street of gold. Hey. So the person is traumatized though, but the person is doesn't want to embrace and come to understand that no, I have to heal. The person is not with that. The person is running away. So the person is trying to, you see, so it's like somebody who is having a problem. So for example, even in this pharmaceutical consciousness, they say that let's say a mosquito bites you, you get malaria. There may be symptoms, and the symptoms may be headache and some things. Okay, so like you may not know it's malaria, so you go and take headache medicine. So when you take the headache medicine, for a while you will feel that the headache is no more, but you realize that the headache keeps coming again within some time frame when the medicine inside your body, that headache medicine inside your body is elapsing. So you realize that the headache keeps coming again. So now you realize that the symptoms are becoming severe. Then now you will begin to go for an alternative, a remedy, a medication that will now begin to, but let me put it this way. There are powerful herbs that will enter your immunity and take away those viruses and those infections. That will create a strong cellular resistance to even deal with the energies that are coming. So that holistic approach, where you are considering the herbs, because for the herbs, it will take time. You have to shed yourself of food, because if you want to see the manifestation of the herbs, then you have to shed yourself of certain foods that is triggering that, because your body needs to reset. So as your body is there in healing, they will be giving you food that will go with the herbs, so that your healing will come naturally. A very holistic approach. They will inculcate a lot of practical work that you will do. Traumas, yes. But this time around, the matrix is not allowing you to go into that holistic approach. So they try to give you some shortcuts. Which religion is promoting that thing a lot? So it's like trauma. You are traumatized there. Listen, you are suffering from financial trauma, family trauma, childhood trauma, distant trauma. You need Jesus. Believe in Jesus. Believe that Jesus has taken away your pain, your sorrow. If these things, then you are committing sins, and then sins are, you are doing sins here. Begin to ask for forgiveness. No, please, it doesn't work like that. You will never heal. You would realize that darkness will still appear. The things that you were fearing all this while will come to you. Can't you see that we are in a matrix or a simulation where it's like people it's like they are running away from something. It's like, hey, I need a personal doctor. Yes, I need a personal bodyguard, security. They know what they are doing. They are doing evil. They are doing evil, you see. So that's why you see a pastor. The pastor says, I need a bodyguard. Ego. Why do you think the pastor needs bodyguard? The pastor is running away from something. He knows that he's manipulating. So maybe somebody can send somebody and then the person will be attacked. So the person is saying that, yes, as in this world, you need protection. You have to use, no. You see how you have become, but what you fear will still come to you. Because what you fear is a woman. What you fear is a woman, trust me. It will come to you. If nobody comes to attack you because you have bodyguards, your vibration will manifest your bodyguards coming after you. So you'll be sleeping, and even when you are asleep, you think your bodyguard is coming to do you something. You are not healing, and you are growing around it. And you've entered religion. So can't you see the traumatized celebrities? So you because they are traumatized, but because they have become a celebrity and they are being influential, now they'll be like, I've been through the pain, but Jesus. Sometimes they try to be motivational. But I trusted in God. You see, they are very vulnerable. Anytime you see them talking, trying to be like they are rapping and they are trying to talk about God, don't make it, let it say, oh, this is a celebrity. Have you seen, even celebrities are talking about God? That, you see, sometimes the religious people, they see the fact that even celebrities are talking about God as a credit and a score. To come and tell you that the celebrities are even talking about, which means that God is real. You are stupid. I don't care whether this man said this God. I have my view of godliness, and it will never be the same as yours. I have my view of godliness. I am telling you, if you see, I have a shirt. Please prepare, because in my next live stream I'll be showing you a shirt. God is a woman. You can order for yours. I said, if there is any godliness for me to view, I'm seeing a woman. Simple. And woman, this woman thing I'm seeing is be responsible. Be responsible. Protect nature. Love yourself. That's what godliness is vibrating to me. So these celebrities, they are traumatized and they are running. So you see, hey, these celebrities in the church talking about Jesus, he is traumatized and he's running away from something. But the thing will come, because you see, there is nothing that your entity. Listen, the Yahweh consciousness can't do anything about darkness. So because he himself, he came out of darkness. So darkness is not evil, but darkness can be very evil to you. Darkness can judge you no matter what. Nobody is above the darkness. You can't be above the darkness of this thing. It's powerful, strong. The fact that you switch off, the fact that you switch on torchlight doesn't mean that darkness is still not there. The torchlight is having a slot because, yes, you have applied a masculine pressure to something. So it feels manipulated. It feels like it can be manipulated. Darkness is not evil, but it can be manipulated. So you can switch on torchlight just to make it look like, yes, so where is darkness? But trust me, she is not gone. She is there. The torch will not be on forever. The sun will not be on forever. The sun is taking a slot. Darkness is feminine. Light is masculine, which means that with light, you have to consciously find it. You have to consciously become light so that you can navigate in the darkness. So the reason why you are embracing light is because of darkness. So you see the Christians, you see why they are, you see, so the reason why you see a Christian, I can't fall sick, I can't, because the Christian, he is irresponsible. He is locked up in the matrix. So now the person feels like there is an entity outside coming to bring him cancer than the activities around him. But it's the activities around you that is actually bringing you the cancer and the food. So me right now, if you are there, if you are there and you have an issue in your body, embrace it, be responsible, accept the fact that no, something I did, and you realize that the food. So begin to be like, no, let me now begin to search or begin to look out for things that will help my body. The more you begin to help your body, your cells will give you a good feedback and communication. Yes, these things are part of transformation. All these things will heal your traumas. When you begin to consider food, when you begin to consider a lot of things that you need to practically undertake, because you are investing in yourself and you begin to feel good inside you, and that's how healing will happen. So traumas are healed when you begin to feel good in your body. You have to take yoga very serious. If you are traumatized, feel good in your body. Do the things you enjoy to do more, to do mostly, to do more. Do them. So no matter how you run into religion or anywhere, so sometimes you see they need money, they need the money so that they will create
a house ego and build fences and get a bulletproof car. It's like right now you need to get money and get a bulletproof car. Why? The pastors, they need a bulletproof car. Why don't they be like, the Lord is my protection, so I'm driving in just a car? Because the person knows that the person is manipulating nature, so the person is fearing that something will happen, so the person needs protocol and a bulletproof armored car, so that you see. But trust me, life isn't supposed to be that way. You have to be free. It shouldn't be like a celebrity is coming to shop in a place, so everybody should come out. You, that celebrity, how do you feel? Are you at peace? Where you are even going to shop and everybody has to leave? Oh, pure empaths and godly people don't seek for bowing and service. Any god or any entity that wants another entity to bow and serve is fake. It's not real. It's a narcissist. Pure gods don't forcefully seek for service. So I am jealous. I am the jealous God. Do not follow any other god apart from me. You see that frequency? It's demonic. It's demonic. If you don't know, it's very demonic. Nature is not calling you. It's nature calling you. Have you heard nature saying that, come and bow to me, come and drink my water? You even need water, so you go to the fountain for water. The feminine is not looking for you. Feminine is nature. When you're talking about femininity, you're talking about nature in its spiritual integrity. Nature is not coming to you. The foods are there. Go and plant them. You are going to apply a masculine conscious effort to plant, to eat. So who needs who? Who needs who? So in godliness, you have to become a person of importance and value. And nature has become that frequency. So as a man, you have to become a person of a need. You should be needed healthily by nature for a lot of work. Value to nature. Powerful. That's divine. So you can't run away from the darkness. If you like, run into religion. Some people have committed serious atrocities and they are running behind religion. I'm now born again. I'm a pastor now. God has forgiven my sins. Are you stupid? Is that how it works? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? You are stupid. What you fear will still come to you. Hey, you can't fool and then come and just say that you are now a pastor. You are born again. You are very stupid. You have to go into the dark night. You have to accept it and go into it so that you become better. So you know that this and this and this and this is this. Yes, now you have to do a lot of work. Be responsible. You've done a lot of evil. Be responsible. You have been a narcissist. Now begin to lower yourself before the earth so that the earth will transform you. Deal with your ego. Begin to fetch water for women. Begin to wash the clothes for women. Begin to wash. Begin to serve. Go back and serve. Start planting. That's one way. Start planting. Let nature see you becoming responsible. And start giving the seeds, organic seeds to people. Start feeding people with the food. Then you start cooking. Then you call the women who are in the community, who are vulnerable, who needs to eat. Feed, give them the food and tell them how powerful they are. That's be responsible. Don't go and hide behind religion and be fooling. I'm born again. Then you come and say that when God help me, and then you will run mad. Your madness will come. Don't think that you are running away. Your madness will come. You will still become that thing that you are running away from will come to you. You will see it. You will see it. It will come to you. Transformation of the soul is important. You have to see your soul transformation as something very vital. Yes, it's raining. I am God of the waves. My voice is calling a lot. I'm serious. It's a vibration. Yes. I appreciate everybody for joining this live. We are almost done. If you want to connect with me, yes, I'm on PayPal. If you want to support me, I appreciate, and all the support that I've been getting, I appreciate a lot so much. I am doing a lot of things offline. Okay, I am on a project of planting a lot of fruits, and also I want to have a proper grounding. Are you getting it? So I'm doing a lot, and I'm also helping people one way or the other. So and also I have a reality. So there's a lot that we are doing. So I appreciate everybody for all the support and everything. Wherever you are, you have to protect your energy, love yourself, begin to embark in a natural lifestyle, develop a routine. Your traumas are not you are not your trauma. Are you getting it? It's artificial. No matter how severe the trauma is, it's artificial. Embrace self. Embrace your true self inside. Are you getting it? Good. Begin to realize that there are a lot of things that are draining your energy, and wherever attention goes, energy flows. Start a natural lifestyle. If there is any natural place around you, like a river or somewhere, a beachside, go there and clean the place. If you see plastic, clean the place, clear the place. Okay, and burn the plastics, burn them. You are sending a message to nature. That's one of the ways we can help cleanse with nature. All right. So I appreciate it. If you want to connect with me on phone to +233 548 +233 548 Yes. The video will be there for you to watch. Pay closer attention to your dreams and your astral experience. If you dream and you are in nature too much, it means that you are an old soul a lot, and you are being called back home. So consider all these things and begin to work. The matrix is not yours. For the new souls, most of them is like, you see, if you see most of the people who are very comfortable in the matrix and nothing is even prompting them. No, when you are there, something should prompt you that it's the way things are going, you should get it all. But you realize that there are some people, they don't get it. They are new souls. For them, they just come and then whatever that is there, they go with the flow. They are comfortable. They are the people that come on here to judge. Sometimes you see that most of the people that are judging me, they are actually new souls. They don't know what is going on. But you know you are an old soul. And you know that everything that is happening to you, you know you are an old soul. That's why marriage is not working for you. If you need a child, there is a way to go by it. You don't know. You are a powerful being. You are a powerful being.
You have to attract. You have to be in your feminine element so that you attract that healthy thing that you want. Right? So it shouldn't be like I have to be because the populace or the masses are saying that it is this. So I have to also. It's like stars. You see the games that you have been playing. That's how your life is actually you. The games that you play, they are sending you message. So for example, if you are playing Super Mario, there is level 1, level 2. Every level has stars and points. So the matrix is putting you on that frequency. So level 1, you have passed. Like the Squid Game or whatever. Okay? So you have passed. You go to level 2. There is an illusion. So they first traumatize you before you begin this session. So level 1, they control you. Then if you are not able to complete the mission, you can die, and it's not even safe. You can even die as you are playing the script. You can be taken any time, and it is like the game can be cheated, where something can be created and it will happen to you, and they will tell you it's normal. So you are in a world where anything can happen to you, and it's like just like that. No. Right? Okay. I appreciate you all. So I am done with the session. Stay present, love yourself. The video will be available. All right. I'm out.